Hey guys, so I'm just gonna wait until a couple more people join, and then I'll answer some questions from what I got earlier, and then that'll just give people time to ask more questions and just to get conversation rolling. So wait a little bit more, get a couple more people in here, and then we can start answering some questions. Zelda, just a chili. Nice. So I'll just wait a little bit more, and then if not, we'll just get started, and the people that didn't get on here early don't get to be here for the early questions. Just trying to check how many people I have on here. If I get like 4 more people, we'll probably start. Oh, like 2 more. Yeah, let's pop the question up here. Wait, let me see which one I want. Start with that one. Okay, so one of the questions I got is, why do I spend so much time doing no-gi when I'm obviously competitive in any rule set? So normally I actually don't do as much no-gi as I've been doing lately. I only started doing no-gi seriously about 6 months before the first ADCC trials that I won, and normally I actually do about 50-50 gi and no-gi, normally leaning actually heavier towards the gi side than the no-gi side. This year has just been kind of crazy with COVID and everything. It's actually been over 1.5 years since I've been able to compete in the gi, but that's just due to COVID, and then with everything coming back, I just had a lot of super fights still, so I wasn't able to still do as many gi competitions as I normally would. So normally I would do all the major gi competitions and all the major no-gi competitions, and that's normally what I do. So normally I don't lean as heavy no-gi as I have been this year. Or last year I should say. This year I'm wanting to compete a lot more in the gi again like I normally do. I definitely miss it. That's a big reason why I don't have a fight announced yet, is because I'm actually wanting to do like a big IBJJF gi competition because I miss it a lot. So normally I don't lean as heavy no-gi as I have been lately, but hopefully that'll switch soon. Just waiting to see when the IBJJF announces some more competitions. They just announced one for Dallas in March, but I'm looking for hopefully like a bigger one, not just like an open. Okay, let's jump on to another question. Visit Ireland. I would love to. I'd love to come over and teach a seminar or a couple seminars. I actually got a couple messages from people about me possibly coming over to Ireland, but right now, from what I've heard, is Ireland's basically they're basically completely locked down. So obviously I can't come over to teach if it's completely locked down. So when things open back up, and if somebody wants to bring me over, I would love to come and visit Ireland and come over and teach. Here, I thought this was kind of a fun one. I know I'm kind of going through these fast. But same, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the little, there's like a question thing. Don't comment them, because when you comment them, they can get lost. But if you ask them in the question thing, then I can go and find them, and I can pull them up, and I can put them on the screen for everybody to see. Okay, so you can go into competition with only 3 submissions. What are you going in with? Probably guillotine, straight ankle lock. That next one's hard because I want to pull omoplata because of my guard, but at the same time I want to pull a rear naked choke for if I take the back. Can I have 4? If I can have 4, then I'd be happy. Let's go omoplata. So let's go omoplata, guillotine, and straight ankle lock. Although it makes me sad because I like taking the back too, and I don't have a submission from the back, but yeah. Okay. Pet peeve. Ooh, judgmental people drive me crazy. The people that like judge people one, that judge everybody for what they do, or that judge somebody before they even know them. Like, they just, like, see them and they're like, oh, they're this way, and they don't even have any idea who you are. And then people who think that you owe them something. I hate that. Like, nobody owes anyone anything. And for people to assume that is just ridiculous. And I hate it. Those are, like, two of my biggest pet peeves. I hate judgmental people, and then I hate people that just, like, think that everybody owes them something. Nobody owes anybody anything. Do I miss Alaska? Yes and no. It's beautiful. There are definitely some people that I miss, but for the most part, not really. I like being closer to everything. I can go do a lot more stuff here. I'm not stuck and I'm not isolated. You know, I lived there for 10 years, and honestly, I'm just kind of over it. Like, I'll go back to visit, be it for, like, a friend's wedding or stuff like that, but other than that, I probably won't go back. So, yeah. But if you've never been to Alaska, you should go visit. It's beautiful. What happened to my Cheeto hair? I dyed it dark. That's what happened to my orange hair. I went dark because I wanted to. And dude, speaking of my dark hair, like, all this, that's my blonde hair growing back in, and I need to dye it again because it grows back so fast. Like, all of this, and luckily, like, the filter smooths it a little bit, but that is one thing I did not think about was gonna happen when I went dark, is that I was actually gonna I have to do my hair more now that it's dark, than when I was bleaching it, which is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna answer this one just because I saw it, but please ask them in the question box. Favorite food? Sushi or poke. I love poke. Alaska, I'm from Finland. Weird cold. Yeah, Finland's cold. When am I coming back to Dallas, Fort Worth? I don't know. When somebody brings me out there to teach, or when there's a competition that brings me out there. Basically, whenever something just brings me out there. At the moment, I don't have a plan to go back to Dallas, Fort Worth, but that could obviously change if something gets announced there, or if somebody wants to bring me out to teach. Do you often get leg locked? Not really. Not that I can't be leg locked. Obviously, I can be. But I wouldn't say that I get leg locked often, at all. I've got pretty flexible feet and my defense is pretty good. But obviously if somebody caught me in it, then it can happen. But no, I definitely don't get leg locked often. What up, Sunny? Oh, somebody asked the same thing. How often do you get leg locked, or do you have flexible ankles? I have very, very, very flexible ankles. Okay. Prefer to have my training structured for me, or prefer to do it myself? So, personally, I like the normal, like, go in, warm up a little bit, do technique, and then roll. That's my personal preference. Now, if I have, like, a fight coming up, then I like having somebody who's like, hey, they're good at this, hey, they're good at that, you should look out for that. But I like having it be like a two-way street. I don't like somebody that's just like, go do this, and they don't ask me my opinion on anything, like, go do that, go do this, go do, like, I like having that, like, back and forth where, like, it can be like, hey, this is what I think, like, what do you think? I'll be like, well, this is what I think. And they're like, okay, well, what do you think about this? Like, how do you feel about that? I like having that, like, back and forth, that I'm involved. Like, I know what I'm doing, but I don't want everything to all be on me, so I like having that back and forth when I have a big fight coming up. Okay, so for this one, I can't really answer it because I don't do promotions. I don't handle any of the promotions. I don't promote people. I am purely an athlete. I coach as well, but I'm an athlete. I don't deal with the promotions or anything. That is all up to Samir. So I would not be the one to ask for this. I would say work on a well-rounded game and be technical is what I would recommend. But obviously that's a pretty broad thing. See a lot of people from Brazil. I'm seeing a lot of Brazilian flags. What's up? How am I dealing with COVID, pandemic, and am I traveling this year? Yes, this year I already have 3 seminars booked that I'm doing. In January, I'm going to Colorado Springs. In February, that one's still kind of pending, but you guys will see when that's announced. And I have another one already booked for June that will be announced later. So I'm traveling this year. Hopefully I will also be making a trip over to Brazil. I'm working on that right now. That would be a trip that I'm personally taking. Nobody's bringing me over there. I went to Brazil, and hopefully I will just be able to do more seminars in general and be able to travel due to that, and fights. Hopefully I will have a lot that are taking me everywhere, but we'll see. But yeah, personally I'm still planning on traveling a lot this year, for work and for pleasure. So yeah, I am hoping to be able to make it. So I already have 3 things booked this year just in the States, and then I'm hoping to at least make a trip internationally over to Brazil, but we'll see. Because if everything shuts back down again, then I can't do it, but we'll see. Favorite teammate to goof around with at Aries BJJ. Whoever has a good sense of humor that day, I'll mess with everybody. Like, if you're not ready to be messed with, make sure you stay over in your little corner, because I'm gonna mess with everybody. Okay, I shouldn't say that. Don't stay in your little corner, but like, if you seem like you're in a good mood, I'm probably gonna mess with you. Like, if somebody's like, hey, like, I'm not in the mood, like, I'll leave them alone. Like, you know the people you can't mess with, and you know the people you can't mess with, and the people that I can goof around with, I goof around with them. Have I ever been to Brazil? Would I like to train and compete in jiu-jitsu over there? Yes. I've never been to Brazil. I've been trying to go for a couple years. I'm hoping that that'll change this year and that I'll actually get to go. I'm working on some stuff, and it seems like it's more likely to happen this year than it has in the past, unless things shut down again. I would love to train and compete over there. I think the first trip I want to go on, I don't want to be competing, because I want to be able to actually go and enjoy Brazil and not be worried about like weight or competing or having those nerves. I just want to be able to go and like train and go to the beach and just enjoy Brazil for Brazil and not Brazil for competing, because they're very different things. But I would also love to compete over there as well. Especially if I was getting like a super fight over there where they were bringing me over, that would be like, if I was to compete for the first time. Obviously I would love to do like Brazilian Nationals or something, but for the first time, I would love that, because then it's one fight, I get brought over, and then I can kind of spend a couple weeks afterwards hanging out. No. Goals for 2021 in BJJ or just in general? 2021. Right now, everything's kind of crazy. As I said, I'm really hoping to make a trip over to Brazil. I have some things that I'm trying to work out to do while I'm over there, but it's kind of, nothing's out there, so I can't really say anything because nothing's for sure yet. And then I'm also hoping to make like a leisure trip over there. Hopefully get to compete Gi Worlds this year and Gi Pan Ams this year. I'm hoping that that'll happen. That would be amazing to get to go and do that, especially now as a black belt. Last time I was able to compete, because they didn't have it when I was a brown belt. The last time I was able to compete at IBJJF Gi World was as a purple belt. So it'd be great to be able to go back there and do that as a black belt. And then just goals in general. Personally, just working on myself, making more money. I know money's not everything, but having that, like, then you don't have to worry as much. Having more money, being able to compete more, being able to travel more just for fun, and, just all of that. So that's just what I'm personally working on, hopefully being able to spend some more time with my family, because I have missed a lot of that in the previous years due to training and being able to do that. So hopefully I will be able to visit family and just working on myself personally and keep going in my career. Hi guys, for everybody saying hi. Sorry, I was answering questions. Do I ever want to open my own gym, or are my goals mainly competition oriented? Maybe in the future I'll open a gym, but right now I'm just focused on competing and staying at that. I'm not really wanting to open a school anytime soon. Obviously that could change in the future, but at the moment, nope, just competition oriented. Have I ever been to Arizona? Yeah, I have a number of times. Yeah, I've been to Arizona. My family actually is temporarily located there. So I go over there to visit them sometimes. Okay, so I'm gonna try and like scroll through all this. Cool. Thanks for answering. Can't wait to watch you compete more this year. You're welcome. Thanks for asking the question. And yeah, it'll be exciting to compete more this year. I don't have anything planned right now, which is kind of crazy. But I'm just hoping IBJJF will announce something soon, or I'll get an offer for a super fight. Não, eu não, princesa. Congratulations on the black belt. Thank you. Oh, how do I deal with jealous people? Ignore them. They're going to be jealous people. They're always jealous people. Somebody's going to be jealous of what you have. Somebody's going to think that it was just handed to you. Somebody's going to think that you owe them to help them get there, or that because you have something that they don't, even if you've worked for it, that you're a bad person or whatever. Jealous people are always going to be there. You know you're succeeding when people are jealous of you, because it's sad that that's how it is, but that's how it is. If you're succeeding, there are going to be so many people that are jealous of you, and you're going to see it in terms of people hating on you and stuff like that. You just can't let it bother you. You just kind of have to ignore it and distance yourself from those people. It's not a bad thing to cut people out of your life, and sometimes that's what you have to do. Favorite kind of music? Ooh, my playlist is bipolar. I listen to just about everything, so can't really pick anything. Hey, good evening, Elizabeth. Hi. Good evening. Scrolling through all my questions. How many people ask you for Kyle Fisher's number? A lot. Every day people are like, hey, can I get Kyle Fisher's number? He's so cute. He's so hot. Can I get his number, please? Can you hook me up? What do you like more, gi or no gi? It goes back and forth. I love both, so I couldn't pick one or the other. At the moment, I've been definitely enjoying the gi a lot. So. Thanks for the live. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. When's your next fight to win or any other event for you? At the moment, I don't have anything planned, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll get something planned though. I'm really hoping IBJJF will announce something. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on at the moment. Quando você regressou no Brasil? Hopefully, sorry, I know question in Portuguese responding in English, so I'm sorry. Hopefully this year I will get to go to Brazil. Fingers crossed this year I get to go to Brazil. We'll see. What's up, girl? Not much. Favorite sweep? Favorite sweep? Whatever works. I really like tripod sweep. I know it's super like basic or whatever, but that's actually one of my favorite sweeps is a tripod sweep. When do I come to Brazil? I'm hoping that I'll get to come this year. I'm hoping, my fingers are crossed so hard. I want to come. But I don't know when I'll come. So I'm kind of looking at stuff right now. I'm kind of looking at stuff right now and crunching numbers and time and stuff like that. So we'll see. I'm hoping. Do you think weightlifting is key in Brazil? In jiu-jitsu. Sorry, guys. Yes, I think that weightlifting is very important for jiu-jitsu, and that you guys should definitely do it, especially if you're an athlete. I think it's important. You know, that old thing, strength doesn't matter. I don't know where that came from. Strength matters a lot, and it's important to take care of your body as well, and I think it helps. I've had to take a small break from training due to COVID. How has that affected your training? So it affected my training more so last year, not as much. It affected my training more so last year. From about March to May, it seriously affected my training, also meaning I wasn't having any training. But now I've had to move around a lot to find training, but I haven't had to do that since July, so I actually haven't. Thankfully, right now my training is good. We'll see if there is a second lockdown, how much that would change it though. How do I mentally prepare for a competition? Music is a big thing for me. Motivational speeches I like to listen to, and just going over like 1,000 different game plans and things that could happen over and over and over again, and just trying to deep breathe in and relax. It's something that you'll perfect over the years of doing it again and again and again, and then as soon as you think that you're there, something will happen and you won't get there. So, and then you'll adjust it and then you'll get better at it. Favorite submission? Whatever one works. I don't really care. Whichever one's easiest. Favorite people to watch compete, guys and girls? Honestly, I don't watch jiu-jitsu that much. But basically anybody who's super explosive and moves a lot and isn't stalling. If people are stalling, I can't watch it. It's so boring. UN Female Grappler of the Year. I don't know if I won it or not. I didn't think they announced it yet, but they might have. I don't keep up with stuff that much, I'm not even gonna lie. For somebody whose job it is, like, I stay out of it because sometimes it ends up being more stressful watching it over and over again and keeping up to date with everything, and I never get away from it if I do that. And sometimes, like, I love jiu-jitsu obviously, but because it's my job, sometimes it's kind of nice to like get away from it and not be watching it all the time. I hope you win always. Thank you. Me too. But it doesn't always happen. Are you ready to be a Gear World champion? Because I hope to see you do it. I am. I'm hoping to get to compete Gear Worlds this year. Hopefully they'll actually have it. And if they don't, then next year. And if I don't win, then next year. You know? Will you consider going to MMA once you beat all the BJJ girls? Nah, I like my face. I like my face the way it is, and I ain't trying to get all messed up. Can you post sparring clips of you beating up your class? No. Why would I do that? That's not, first of all, I don't just beat everybody up. Second of all, I would hate if somebody posted videos like that of me, so I would never post videos like that of other people. I watch you always. You're a champion. Thank you. Thank you. See if I get any more questions and I can answer them. And if not, I know you will win in MMA. Thank you, but it's just not, I don't know. I like striking. I like hitting pads. I like doing that, but it's definitely like jiu-jitsu is what I love, and jiu-jitsu is what I plan to stick with. Sorry guys, I'm half like doing some work over here too. What's your ultimate goal? Beat everybody up. Win ADCC a bunch. Win Gi Worlds a bunch. Win No Gi Worlds a bunch. Beat all the best athletes out there. Teach seminars. Get to go to Brazil. Get to travel. Have a family. Still travel and compete. Yeah, basically. So everything. But yeah, that's my ultimate goal, is just like having won everything out there that I could possibly win, having beat every person out there that I could possibly beat, and then teaching seminars and traveling and having a family while still doing all of that. Which athletes do you like to compete? I don't really have any that I'm like, oh, I love to compete against this person. Just like to compete with whoever, basically. Oh, I mean, do you think that's gonna... hang on. Have I ever made my opponent cry? Back when I was a kid. Am I Brazilian? No, I'm not Brazilian. I'm American. I was born here in the States. And I've never actually been to Brazil, which is kind of sad. I need to go to Brazil. But I'm not Brazilian. I'm American, so I know a lot of people think, not a lot, but some people think I'm Brazilian, so for anybody who thought I was and I just disappointed you, sorry, I'm American. But I do love everything about Brazil and learning about it, so. Am I good at soccer? No, I'm terrible at soccer. Like, will blow my knee out terrible at soccer. Not even kidding, which is sad. Like, will blow my knee out playing soccer. Not even kidding. Bye, thanks for answering. I hope to know you one day. Take care. Bye, thanks for asking a question. Thanks for joining. No, honestly, so my knee's blown out anyway, so blown out, it's messed up. So yeah, if I was to do soccer, I would make it way worse. I'm actually not supposed to do any lateral movements, even in jiu-jitsu, and I still do, and so I make it worse. But yeah. Any favorite martial arts, movies, shows, documentaries? Not really. Personally, I like watching documentaries a lot about any type of athletes, not just jiu-jitsu or MMA or martial arts or anything like that. I like watching any of them. But yeah. Where do I live in America? At the moment, I am in California. I've been in California since July. I lived in Alaska for 10 years, and I am originally from Texas. I know, there's a lot of information I just kind of spat out there. Okay, guys, I've been on here for about half an hour now. If I get more questions, I'll keep answering them, but if not, I'm going to jump off here and actually go practice some Portuguese because my Portuguese is trash. Like, trash, like, bad. And then I'll probably lay in my bed and watch Netflix. Probably The Flash. Because that's what I've been watching lately. I love Texas. Texas is awesome. But yeah. Has to be. It's where I'm from. So I'm going to double check, see if I have any more questions. If not, good night, sleep tight. It's not bed for me yet. It's only 6. Have you ever gotten into a fight, like a real fight? No. I've never gotten into a fight. I got siblings. So, like, siblings fight, but, like, not... I've never gotten into, like, a street fight or something like that. When are you gonna do full combat fighting? Never. I like my face the way it is. You are so sweet. Thank you. Do I write down techniques? No, I used to. I used to write down technique. When I was a lower belt, but then I would go back to look at them, and they made no sense to me. And so I'd be looking at them, and I was like, what was I talking about? And then I found that I wouldn't even go look at them, and so then I started videoing them, and, like, I got videos from, like, 5 years ago from seminars that I videotaped that I've literally never looked at. And so for me personally, I just found, like, it was a waste of my time, and it wasn't actually good for me, because I just wouldn't use it. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that some people will, but I personally I'll never use it. And so it just ends up being a waste of time for me and a waste of paper. Would you date a guy/girl that's worse than you in wrestling? First of all, only into guys. We'll put that out there. And next, I don't really care about... So, it's more so their attitude. If they have, like, a shitty attitude, then I couldn't do it. Or if they think they're all that, but they suck. But, like, if they know how they are, then I don't care. But yeah, I wouldn't care. Who is next on your list for a fight? At the moment, I don't have anyone. Obviously, trying to get a rematch. But yeah. So, we'll see. When you have a grappling match, do you call it a fight? Why or why not? If it's a super fight, then I call it a fight, not a match. It's just because it's easier. Saying grappling match is weird. Normally, when you say grappling match, you think of, like, an exhibition match, or I do anyway. If you say, like, a match... Like a grappling match, I think of like an exhibition match. I don't think of a super fight. When you say super fight, I think of a super fight. So normally I just call it a fight. What do you like best in Samir and Kishinyo? They're just awesome guys. They got great jiu-jitsu, but at the same time, like, they know how to throw down and party, and I think it's important to have that mix. And also, I just think that they're great friends to me and of mine, and yeah. It's not just about the jiu-jitsu. Can you send me feet pics? Only for you, Alex. I'll send you lots of feet pics. My lovely feet pics. Do you want to know? Wait, Alex. Wait, I gotta show you this. Look at this question I got. Hang on. Only because you asked me this will I put this up. Show me your socks. Okay, we're just gonna pretend that you asked this, Alex, and look. Why do people ask the weirdest things? Why my socks? Not even my feet. Can I see your socks? And first of all, why would anybody want to see my feet? They're nasty jiu-jitsu grappling feet. Gotta pay the big money. Yeah, hey, if you asking questions like that, you don't get that stuff for free. You better be Venmoing me some money first. If you guys want my Venmo. Or PayPal. I got PayPal. I got Venmo. I got Zelle. You gonna send me some money? Yeah, you can't be asking for, like, feet pics or shit. Like, you better Venmo me something, and then you can ask me. You're probably not gonna get them, but you can Venmo me the money first. Oh my god, I'm dying. What do you do when you're not as motivated to train? Make myself train. You don't have a choice. You know, motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what makes it. If you wait on motivation, you'll never be anything in life. Any teaching pet peeves? Like, Alex, I can't even focus on the actual questions. Tease with a pinky toe. If you Venmo me money, I'll show you my pinky toe. It's not even my pinky toe. I'm gonna send, like, Samir's pinky toe. No, I'll send Milton's pinky toe. Love you too, Alex. Bye. Yeah, habits. It's because motivation comes and goes, so you have to have habits of it and just making yourself go. Okay, any teaching pet peeves, like things students do, or even other teachers. Teaching pet peeves. Going off on tangents regularly. Like bad, like tangents. Like when you just start going off on tangents regularly.
And then students, like, when they'll do 2 drills and then they quit. Like, I'm running the class how I want it. I like you guys to run a lot of stuff. Do the technique that I told you to do until I tell you to stop doing it, basically. That's probably my biggest pet peeve is when people just, like, quit drilling. Should we put BJJ in the Venmo? Yeah, in the Venmo invoice, yeah, just put BJJ. That's all it is. I just need that, and then you can Venmo. Hey, not just Venmo. I got PayPal. I got Zelle. I got all this stuff. What's your mindset with traveling during COVID times? Are you cautious about it, or if it happens, it happens? I'm treating it like anything else, you know? To me, it's just, I'm pretty healthy. I don't really feel like I have anything to worry about. And if I get it, I get it. If I don't, whatever. I'm just going to keep living my life. And I feel like that's my choice with how I want to. And so that's what I'm doing. Fala português. Ai, meu português é muito ruim. Aprendo português. This is bad. Don't laugh at me for all my Brazilian people out there watching. Or laugh. It's funny. You can laugh. It's okay. I'ma go... Deuces. Did I wrestle in high school? No, I did not wrestle in high school. Agora eu entendi. De nada. Okay. No, I never wrestled, so. Okay. I'm probably gonna end this. I will talk to you guys next time. Yeah. So thanks for everybody that joined and supported the Portuguese. Am I on Wiki Feet? Gross. No. I get asked for a lot of feet pics though, which is nasty. I don't know why. I don't understand people. Thanks for answering my questions. Bye. You're welcome. Não. Meu português é muito ruim. Muito. Eu não falo português. Português é muito ruim. Já é brasileira? Não. Carai. Ai. Can white belts do ankle locks? Yes, white belts can do straight ankle locks. Freaking Danilo. Oh my god. Já é brasileiro. Não brasileiro. Ai. Eu sou americana, eu não falo português, it's bad. Favorite submission, whatever works, the easiest one. Fucking is it's the wrong word. Nee. Eu aprendo. Eu aprendo português. Some words everything I speak, well, bad words. God, I can't even think of what to say. When I get more comfortable, I'll say some more stuff in Portuguese, but I need to practice more. Yeah, I need to practice a lot more. I think the biggest thing for me is it's hard for me to speak because I get very shy. Like, I know stuff I practice every day, but when I start going to speak, I don't speak. I thought you hopped off. Yeah, I was gonna hop off, and then people started asking more questions. But seriously, feel like I never know any leg locks, never too early to start / too late to start. I recommend the very latest that people start as a purple belt. Obviously, that has to be okay with your instructor. Some of them won't let you do it till brown belt, but I would recommend at least at purple that you start doing them. But I think as long as you're doing them safely, and when you're coming up on competitions, you train whatever's legal for your rule set, that you're okay, one way or the other. But obviously, you need to ask your instructor personally how they feel. I'm not your instructor, so I can't tell you what is and isn't okay. Okay, guys, I'm starving. I'm only eaten once, so I am gonna actually jump off now instead of sitting here and talking. Hopefully the next time that I do one of these, I will be a little more comfortable. I'll speak a little bit more Portuguese. But yeah, thank you guys for all the support and jumping on here and talking with me, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.